Hey guys, so this video is gonna be about being good to your parents. So too many times nowadays, we feel like our parents, we want to curse them and so on and so forth, and like they are very unjust. But in reality, the labor that it was required, for example, to birth you cannot repay it. It's a lot of hard. It's a lot of suffering, it's a lot of pain. I think it's one of the worst pains. It's one of the most biggest pains. So you owe it to your parents and you have to be good to them. Now, the body, just sometimes you have anger, and sometimes the parents, they can push you, but this is why it's very important to have patience, It's very important to have patience and be calm and collected at all times. And you don't need to have anger, you don't need to have these things, because they're not beneficial. And whenever you lash out, it even emasculates you as a person, because it shows that you cannot control your anger. But I'm a little bit sick, guys, I'm sorry. So yeah, be good to your parents, don't be thinking that you don't owe anything to your parents. That's a very evil idea. We owe too much. We cannot repay them physically, Now, just simple things like do a little bit nice things. And we all struggle with our weaknesses, inner weaknesses, but you have to resist them and you have to try to be better. As long as you are constantly trying, you are progressing, and as long as you're progressing, you're doing good enough. Just do not let the mind, how can I explain it? Do not be a slave of your emotions. You can, for example, you have a bad thought, and this bad thought, it is nothing more than just data. How you react to this emotion is what matters. For example, let's say you have a thought like you want to do drugs or something. Yeah, okay, this thought, it exists, but it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to act on it, You create a version, imagine yourself as like, what would the best version of you do, and then try to be like that. So obviously the best answer is to just take a deep breath. For example, if you're in a stressed situation, take a deep breath, and even this single deep breath can make your decisions much more rational. So yeah, this was a little bit of a ramble, but this is gonna be it for the video.